Alright, and we are back after quite a break, at least on my side. Got some more videos I need to post still, but been away for a while, so just getting back into playing. So let's see. I'm pretty sure there was some quests that we had missed in this area. So we're going to go peek around a little bit and find some of these quests. Yeah, there's a quest there. Well, looks like we only missed one, but that's okay. So we'll head over there, pick up that quest. And of course, we still got some of the quests that we haven't been able to do since we're on the mainland, or on the island.
Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah, there might be someone who could use our help. Oh?
You again. I wonder what today's recipe will be.
What?
You're getting ahead of yourself, young miss. Ha! Come on, Gordino. We all know where this is heading.
Yes!
You have me there indeed. I've come across an incredible recipe buried deep in the bowels of Pelagian's mighty fortress.
Just great.
Whatever it is, I don't think it'll ever satisfy your apparently insatiable hunger to hunt for recipes in places like that. Well, as it so happens, I met a sailor back in Mahagsar. He let me borrow a boat, and then I was here before I knew it.
What?
You rowed that boat all the way here? That's right, but more importantly, what I found is the castle was a forbidden recipe, sealed away since ancient times.
What?
Forbidden, you say? What reason could anyone have had for locking it away for all these years?
Yes!
I haven't the faintest idea. That's why we must make it, so we can find out. And so, I ask you all to gather me the ingredients once more. However, being such an old recipe, its directions are written rather obtusely. It calls for something white, soft, and fluffy, stimulating powder, neither swine nor hare meat, and finally,
Yes!
also something white, soft, and fluffy. Why does it ask for that twice? My guess is that one of them simply refers to rice.
Nice.
Or maybe the recipe is calling for double the normal amount of rice. Sounds okay to me. I don't think they'd read it like that if that were the case. I'm pretty sure all these ingredients can be found in Genetharos, so can I count on you to go fetch them? I think we already have the things written in that recipe. Yes, I see rice here, spices, rapig meat, and... Is that the other white, soft, and fluffy thing?
Right.
Yeah, it's called tofu. Apparently you make it by taking the liquid form from soybeans and solidifying it.
Very nice.
Oh, fascinating. I can't wait to see how it tastes. I know, I'm really curious. I had a lot of trouble bringing this stuff back without Shion stealing it and eating it.
Yes!
Well, here's the recipe. Go ahead and fix this Mabu curry so we can find out why it was forbidden.
Got it.
Right, we'll get right on it.
Just a minute.
Hold your horses, Alphen. I'll decide how much spice we put in it. If we let you decide, it'll tear a hole through our stomachs. Fine.
Great!
Alright, it's all done. I made sure to give Shion an extra large serving. Oh, look at that beautiful dish. It smells just as divine, too. Now, to see how it tastes.
What?
Whoa! This is...
Yes!
exalting, fulfilling, liberating. Absolutely exquisite. I'm in heaven. This masterpiece is surely the key to realizing world peace.
Great!
So basically, you really like it. It's what I'm getting here. Great. Then let's go ahead and, oh, you're already eating, huh, Shion? Delicious. I love how the different spices complement each other, and this soft, mild tofu gives it a nice texture.
Hey.
Don't you think it tastes great too, Alphen?
No way!
Oh no, this is bad.
Oh?
Bad? I thought you liked spicy food. This is really bad. Forgive me, Shion. This is absolutely...
Hey.
Stop. You're embarrassing yourself.
Sorry.
Sorry.
How?
Embarrassing indeed.
Amazing!
I'm sorry, but it's hard to put into words just how good this tastes. It makes me want to get up and jump for joy. Now you're starting to understand what I've been trying to teach you. I never would have imagined such an overwhelming dish could ever exist. I can already feel myself getting addicted to it.
Yes.
Now I see, this may very well be why it was branded a forbidden recipe in ages past. Perhaps even great wars were fought over it, or perhaps not. Likely not. The more I think about it,
Hey.
better make sure you don't eat too much of this stuff, Shion, or you might regret it. I'll be fine. Besides, I prefer to eat it with bread, so...
What?
So what? What difference does that make?
Very nice.
I feel completely and utterly satisfied. I can leave this realm with no regrets. Having now visited each of the realms, I'm not sure where to travel next. But I sense fate shall bring us together again, one day. Until next time, farewell.
Alpin! Shion's stuffing bread with marble curry! Now I can eat this every day.
Jeez, Shion, you're hooked on that stuff.
Alright. So that's that. Now we need to report back to Ganye. Where is he at? I don't remember. So it's been a while. Let's do that. In the castle, probably, maybe. So I'm probably just overlooking it. Oh, it's gotta be in. Oh, level 3. It's right there. Jeez. Hello. He's right behind me.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renans tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Ganeth Heros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. But I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So, what's going to happen to the Renans here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die! Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Danans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Haros is the worst form of oppression we've seen, but treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegus aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Danans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life as a puppet serving others. That's why I want to do everything I can to help these people.
Didn't see anything on the map. Let's find out. Maybe there's a event that will just transpire. Or go to that star right there. About 1,000. Jeez. Okay. I don't know why. I can't see stars today.
Finally.
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Haros.
I know that. But our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shion?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just don't be too hard on yourself, okay?
What the hell happened to him? He's no longer with us. He always looked like he was struggling with his health, but still. He was so close to finally living like a normal human being, too.
No way!
Damn. Does he have any living relatives? Just his mom. I think she lives in that area over there.
All right.
Got it. I'll break the news to her.
Having to inform her mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her.
Sorry.
Excuse me, ma'am. I have some bad news. It's your son. He's...
Yes.
It's okay. I know. You do? Then what are you doing? I have work that must be done today, since my son can no longer work. It's like this here too, huh?
All right.
Forget about your work, or better yet, think of tending to your son as your task for today. Very well, I'll get to work.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work? Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There are Zoogles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
Are you just going to keep standing around or what?
Sorry, I'm just getting prepped over here.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
I've got so many pigs now.
Hey, look! We've got way more animals!
I never imagined Law would have a knack for husbandry.
makes sense since they're on the same wavelength.
You're making me blush over here.
Law, maybe you should consider what that statement actually means.
Oh, lol. You silly bastard. Well, yeah, he'll CP after battle.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
Night, everyone. I want to go back to bed.
Yes.
Then I'll get started. Bring me some fire.
What?
You intend to burn your child? That's right. That's how you do it. I don't understand. Wouldn't a more formal funeral procession be more appropriate? I'm sorry. Have I done something wrong? Tell me, do you have no custom where relatives of the deceased may say their final farewells? Not really. How could we have on Donna? Up until recently, our people were too busy toiling away to think of burial rites. Among Rinnans, it's customary for relatives to send the remains out to the heavens. Why not introduce such a practice to Dan? We believe that, in doing so, the deceased spirit shall join the flow of astral energy that travels the cosmos. We could never do something like that. It's the last chance for our bereaved to see their loved ones. Surely something should be done to honor their memory. But death is a part of everyday living for us, Danans. You really think we're going to ship bodies into space somehow every single day? I simply felt that something more ought to be done. When the Rinna still ruled over us, we didn't even know if it was safe to build a grave sites. As bodies decompose, they can spread diseases. We didn't have any other choice in how we could bury our people. Rinwell. Don't think for a second I've forgiven everything that the Rinnans did to us. Tell me, Alphen, do you know why none of us have last names like them? Let me tell you why. It's because we outnumbered them and they denied us our culture to stop us from uniting against them. Enough. Your people steal so much from us, and it is on top of that you have the gall to try to make us live like you too? If you hate it here so much, why don't you just turn them all hollow? That's enough. No more. Linegus could strike at any time, and here we are, fighting among ourselves. We're all well aware of the suffering and hatred we each harbor, but if we're going to coexist, we have to recognize each other's differences. That's what we're all working together to achieve, to bring it into this whole system and begin to live together, side by side. That's what I believe, and that's why I'm here. If any of you think differently, then be my guest and leave. I'll break down every last barrier, even if I have to do it alone. Indeed. I sincerely apologize. I consider you a true friend, but it would appear that I have yet to reckon with our people's dark history in earnest.
I'm afraid not.
Rinwell, I completely accept the blame in all of this. Words cannot express how very sorry I am for clearly offending you so deeply.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for lashing out at you as hard as I did, Olheim. I guess I'm still working through a lot of emotions. I know you were only thinking about what was best for her son, too. Rinwell, I'd like you to teach me about the culture and history of this planet. Perhaps that will help us begin to bridge the gap.
Huh?
Sure. I don't mind. Could you maybe teach me about Rinna, too, then? Please? You two are more alike than you realize sometimes. I'm glad we're able to patch things up. We've lost enough good people along the way as it is. Sorry for the distraction. Let's lay your son to rest. We'll do it the Danon way.
Good.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for granting me that task. Don't mention it. It's the least we could do for you as his mom. But because all of you, my son is at peace now.
Right.
Rest assured, we intend to build a future for this world that would make him proud.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it, you knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim, and that mother.
Yeah. I can see my decision to travel with you was well made.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the Resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, La.
You're welcome?
Well, let's go rest at the inn.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. We're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of Ganath Haros.
Agreed. We'll start looking for a way out tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up while we can.
Thanks for all your hard work. You're free to rest here if you like.
What?
What's that noise?
Alfred, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsef too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelagian.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganath Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cislodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
I bet the whole of Dana's losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelagian seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on, we don't have much time.
When that thing dropped out of Lydia's, the sound, my oh my, I thought the mountains were collapsing. You trying to find a way out to the other realms? Can't say I've ever heard about anything. If we knew about anything like that, we wouldn't have had to hunker down in Thistleum. You're trying to get to the other realms? Without a sturdy boat, there isn't much you can. Wait, I take that back. I remember one of the elders who recently started talking a little mentioned something. Apparently, back in the day, there used to be a way to get through Forland Mountains, but not anymore. What could it have been?
Where are these Forland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
Oh, there's more quests here too.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here...
I know.
Yeah!
Hey there, beautiful. Can I ask you a favor? What do you need? No, I don't mean you, Burley. I'm talking about the other pretty lady over there. Who, me? I must say, you've got to be pretty strong to make it all the way here. That's why I think you're the perfect one to ask.
Sure.
Just get to the point already, will you? Well, you see, I'm trying to make my way back home to Thislam, but there's this giant bee buzzing around. My guess, it's a queen bee. Ain't nothing else it could be, as far as I can see. Anyway, I'm too scared to try and walk past it, so I'm stuck here. And just what has anything of this got to do with me? Judging from the calluses on your fingers, I take it you're a gunslinger, yeah? I was a fighter in my younger years, so I can tell these things. Anyway, I was hoping you could shoot down that bee for me. If you were a fighter, what's stopping you from just taking care of it yourself? I hate to admit it, but I'm purely a ground fighter. I'm hopeless against anything that flies around. I'm worried if the queen hangs around for long, she'll spawn even more bees, and then I'll really have no hope of getting home. The last thing we need is more bugs crawling around. Alright, you win. I'll see if I can get rid of it. I knew I was right to trust you. My body ain't what it used to be, but I've still got a good eye for these things in more ways than one. Let's go hunt a big bee, I guess.
How did it come to this?
You're a beautiful woman, Shion. That's a good thing, right?
Wait, Kisara. Hey, Kisara! How did it come to this?
There's the bee.
Brace yourself! This one's tough!
These things really get on my nerves. A freezing
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin. Very bad.
I don't feel so good.
I'll be saving here. I'm ready.
Sword Rain Alpha! Stunner!
Chain between heaven and earth, sir.
Double Demon Disc!
Wailing dance and lightning. Shield. Where are you going?
Can you take it? Does it hurt?
Sword Rain Alpha!
Spear. Do it.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone. Glacial Spear.
Who must be tired of killing me?
I'm merely doing what I can to help.
Glad you're on our side, Philippine. Double Demon Fang! Here I come! I owe you one! Sword Rain Alpha! You're mine! You're mine!
I never miss.
You're finished!
Negative gate!
Sword Rain Alpha! Right! Double Demon Fang! Remote!
Astral energy.
Say
my art do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction. Got it.
Now's our chance.
Here I go! Captivity! You're mine! Take this! You're finished!
Illuminate the dark!
You're mine!
Holy light! A chain between heaven and earth. This one's mine. A lightning.
Elusive
Double
deity!
demon fang!
Water. Here's my
Fire.
call.
Burn!
Dance in the wind.
Begin!
Amazing.
Burning
Burning. Glacial spear. Here's evil.
Everlasting
Far
darkness!
enough. Freeze lancer.
Negative
Hold on
gate.
to your art. Here I come.
Resonate with the earth!
Here's a hero. Lightning to death. First aid.
Sword Lane Alpha.
Illuminate the dark.
Resonate with the earth.
Holy land.
Another incantation ruined. A new melody!
This one's mine.
Resonate with the earth!
Double demon fang!
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah. You too. Go get him. Freezing storm. This one's mine.
Lightning thrust! I'm not done!
This one's all mine!
Here, let me help.
Sword Lane Alpha!
I'm ready!
Kitara, frozen.
Hammer!
What and lightning to death.
You're mine! Sword Lane Alpha! Watch now! While it's reeling!
Take it down.
Can't get out of this!
Take it!
Chain between heaven and earth.
Leave the charges to me!
Sword Lane Alpha!
You're mine! Elusive
They're not
deity!
staying around.
Moving
Tornado drive!
It's too much!
Here's a healing chain between heaven and earth.
I owe you one.
It's about to strike.
Look sharp, everyone!
Far enough. Here's a healing illumination. First aid.
Sword Lane Alpha!
Begin!
Heaven and earth. Ammo. Back in the fray. Dance in the wind. Hear my call.
Double demon showtime! You picked the wrong fight! You're mine!
Barrier!
I'll heal you all.
Don't suffer in silence!
Hit.
Now or never!
Up and in. Let's go.
This death shall not be forgotten! Rotating
No,
fire!
I never miss. Holy
A wall
Sword Lane
shield from
Alpha!
calamity!
We've got him on the run!
Don't get caught.
Right.
Water.
Still
Hear
anyone's
my
fight.
call. Feel. Red.
I'm not done!
Glacial fury.
Sword Lane Alpha!
Glacial spear. Here's evil.
I'll face you!
Think again.
Double demon
Can't
fang!
get out of this!
Nothing gets by me. Illuminate the shadows.
Elusive deity!
Holy land.
You're mine!
Is this what real pain feels like?
Forgive me.
Don't mind if
This
I
is
do.
my fault.
Time to deal some hurt!
Photon lightning to death. Thunderblade. A chain between heaven and earth.
Double demon fang!
A wailing
you take
banshee
it?
of lightning.
Sword
Hitting
Lane
star.
Alpha.
Sleep now. I never miss.
Elusive deity!
Fluid
Water.
skin!
Hear my call.
Sword Lane Alpha!
Red.
Shine!
Hear
Radiant
my
light!
fury.
Full regeneration!
We naturally water. Hear my call.
Flame inside me! Fury!
Is that a healing art?
It is. I can't
You
ignore
picked the
your
wrong
pain.
fight!
I'll try to be more careful.
Here's a healing art. Chain between heaven and earth.
Double
Now,
demon fang!
Joleen. This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes!
Nothing to it. Dark Sorcerer totally.
My astral arts are coming along quite nicely.
Coming along? What do you want to do with them?
Oh, you know. Sprout flowers from the tip of my staff, suspended in midair.
So you want to be a street magician then?
I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
We should be able to cook here.
Let's camp real quick because it's an expensive battle.
Curry, perhaps.
Or
That turned out good, if I do say so myself.
Try my new curry recipe.
After mastering countless recipes and gathering enough ingredients to last a lifetime, I finally cooked my greatest, grandest masterpiece. Mabo Curry! This is a specially made, one-of-a-kind batch. It contains only the best combination of spices, chosen after a lot of trial and error.
Your...
Spices.
I think I'll have some later after everyone else. I'm not that hungry right now.
You sure?
It does smell pretty tasty now that you mention it.
The heat from the spices is intense, but not persistent, so it's easy to go back for seconds.
You're making a good case for your curry, Alphen. What the hell? Serve me up!
Oh wow, this is actually good.
To be honest, I'm a little scared how my stomach will handle all these spices later. But they really do bring out the flavor.
Indeed. The spiciness has been so finely tuned. Why, I dare say you've made true art, Alphen.
Right? I knew you guys would like it.
Like it? I love it! This is delicious, man!
Law, really? Don't talk with your mouth full.
There's plenty for everyone, so eat as much as you like. Shion, could we talk a moment?
Hey, do you have time to talk? There's something I need to ask you.
Of course. What's up?
It's about the doll I used to have as a little girl. I gave it some more thought, and I still don't remember actually receiving it from anyone.
You were so little. I don't think it's that surprising you've forgotten, is it?
Yeah, but here's the thing. That doll was so old, I'm starting to think I just always had it with me from the start. I know that it's extremely unlikely, but after last time we talked, it got me thinking. Maybe you brought the doll that child made with you to Lenegis.
I couldn't be.
Are you saying you didn't? Look, logically speaking, I know it's a lot more likely that you didn't bring it with you than you did. But you can't say for sure you didn't, right? Crazier things have happened. I always thought I'd be alone, only to end up meeting you, and Law, and Rinwell, and Kisara, and Dohalim. Sometimes things happen in life that we never thought possible.
You make a good point. I left everyone and everything I knew behind 300 years ago. But now, I'm not so alone anymore.
Exactly. You crossed all those centuries to find all of us, so...
Why can't a little doll have made the same jump too?
Right? Look, it's up to you to decide if there's any meaning behind all of this. But I choose to think there is.
Yeah, I think so too. There's something beautiful about the whole thing that simply can't be denied.
Sorry if I'm a bit restless during the night. Morning. Ready to head out?
Is it just me, or were you even more ruthless than usual out there today?
Sure.
There's no all saying I have to be nice to bugs. Although I'll admit part of it because I know I have you there to protect me. Shion. Well, if it ain't my favorite femme fatale, I was watching you fight the queen bee from the sideline out there. You're as beautiful as a bed of roses when you fight. Why, I think we have a new queen on our hands, if you get what I'm saying. This here is actually my bathing spot. It'd be an honor to take a dip with you, my queen. What do you say? I'll pass. I don't like men who care about looks. The bee's dead. Now go home before I regret killing it. With a glare like that, I don't stand a chance. Hope I catch a pretty face again in Thistleum sometime.
Just great.
Guy turns my stomach. I'm exhausted. Let's find a place to rest.
Well,
Sounds good to me.
tired today for some reason. Anyway, I should get to work on dinner.
Oh, we already started.
We've got it covered tonight, Kisara. Just relax and leave it to us.
I see. Well, I'll leave it to you then. We don't have a lot of ingredients though, so don't go overboard, okay? Guess I'll do some laundry instead. What are you two doing?
What does it look like? We're doing laundry. Obviously.
Yeah, I guess you are. You're not trying to clean them by smacking them around again, are you?
Of course not. I have a good memory. Once someone yells at me, I don't forget it.
He's fine, Kisara. I've been keeping an eye on him, and there haven't been any problems.
Oh, good. If you say so, Alphen, then I have nothing to worry about.
Hey! How come you don't trust me when I say it?
Just don't squeeze too hard or else you'll damage the fabric, okay?
Yeah, I get it. You know, if you keep making that face, it's gonna stick that way.
What was that?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Well, if there's nothing for me to do, I guess I'll head back. I suppose I should take this as a sign of how much they've all grown, but... Oh, Dohalim. What are you doing here?
Simply admiring our campfire as I await dinner. I find watching the flames dance can be rather inspiring.
Just the same as always, then. Although I'm sort of relieved.
Oh? And here I thought you were planning to scold me.
Why? Did you want to be scolded too?
No, I wasn't saying that. The night is aglow with star and firelight. Yet what I hold most dear are the words of a friend.
That's not like your usual poetry. Are you trying to tell me something?
Brimming is thy soul with words yet unspoken.
Okay, I get it. You want me to talk to you about it.
To hear your words of worry, I can but sit and wait.
I said I get it. I guess I'm just struggling with how capable everyone's become these days. I'm proud of them, but I'm not sure what I contribute to the team anymore. So, I guess it's been troubling me a bit. They don't need me for chores or fighting anymore. And I don't have much in the way of feminine charm. But aside from being a soldier, do I have anything else to offer? And if not, then what good am I? I can't help worrying about it.
Lost though you may be, with utopia but a dream, life without you would be no life at all.
Dohalim, you're right. I still have Nagal's dream left to fulfill. And we still have the fight ahead of us to overcome.
With you by my side, even the bitter times can taste sweet.
Okay, I think that's enough poetry for one day.
Hey, dinner's ready! Wow, you look really happy, Kisara.
Oh? I'm just excited to see what you two have cooked up. Now let's sit down and enjoy it already. Dohalim, all of your replies last night were poems. What was that all about?
I suppose I was struck with poetic inspiration. Did it strike your fancy?
Yes, I found it to be quite elegant.
I'm afraid my memory of them is a bit faint. Could I trouble you to recite them for me?
No, you cannot. Remember them yourself. Did we really just spend that much money?
Let's do this other side quest.
You finally made it.
What you got?
Huh? I think someone...
No way.
Is that you? You're finally home?
All right?
Forgive me, I do believe you have the wrong person. My name is Dolahim, as it so happens. I'm new to this area. Oh, are you the ones who drove out those Zoogles? I'm so sorry, my mistake. Fret not, it appears there's something troubling you, however. If it's not too much to ask, would you mind telling me a little about this Notio fellow of yours? I can't. Is it hard to discuss? As you can see, we're but a roving band of misfits. We've seen much on our travels, so we don't shock easily. Well, in that case, my name is Kagari. Notio is my lover, only he's a Renin.
You don't say.
I see. I can understand why you were hesitant then. I think take it something happened to him. Up until several months ago, we used to meet in secret out of our village. But ever since then, he hasn't returned. He sounded completely normal last time, though, so I don't know what's going on. Oh, Notio. Whatever might have happened to you. Anyway, he works as a guard in Pelagium. I'm afraid he might have, well...
Stay calm.
There could be a number of reasons why he hasn't returned. At any rate, your story intrigues me. I feel personally invested now. We shall investigate this ourselves and get to the bottom of it. Really? You do that for me?
Good.
Gladly. Leave this matter to us. For now, we shall make our way to Pelagian and find... to Pelagian. Any records we find there should tell us just where he went. Good idea. With that, we shall be on our way. With any luck, we should have good news before long.
Sure.
Yes, thank you.
Perhaps you shouldn't have gotten your hopes up.
I felt moved by people whose love transcended the boundaries of race. I wanted to hope.
I can see why you'd feel that way, I suppose.
I never got this. I think this is where the owl was. I never figured out how to get to this owl over here.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Whereas the owl is like off the... Oh, right here. There we go. All right. Just had to stand in the right spot. Okay.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Maybe. More than likely. You can't get to the damn forest, though, so let's
Forest.
stop talking about
I think it's safe to rest here now.
it. All right, what do you got? This is terrible. Our coastline is a wreck.
Huh?
What's wrong, sir? An enormous bird keeps whipping up these enormous twisters and ruining everything. Sounds like a Zoogle to me. What a shame. It used to be so peaceful along here.
Ridiculous.
You should see the flotsam and jetsam that's washed ashore. They say birds like shiny objects, don't they? I guess flying Zoogles must think like birds. At any rate, we can't go fishing while those twisters are around. We're in deep trouble.
Got it.
Don't worry, sir. We'll blow those pesky tornadoes back to where they came from.
Right.
If it's a bird Zoogle, we're dealing with that. That'll make it a nice and easy target for me, too. Goodness, aren't you two such brave young women? If you really intend to visit the shoreline, do be careful. Okay, let's go fight this, whatever. I'm guessing it's, hold on a second. there. Okay. Right where I was just at. I'm doing super good with my map management today.
Okay, off we go.
Go fight this, and I think we're gonna finish this quest. And I'll probably do it for this video. We're running a little long. It's already over an hour. And then we'll pick up. But let's fight this thing first, maybe. Ooh.
What's that huge Zoogle over there?
Stay far away from that thing, Rinwell.
I wonder if we can get. Let's do a quick save, just in case we're way under leveled. $42? Yeah, we might be able to get it.
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Airborne beast. My second.
Airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for you and Truly.
I'll take you all off!
Between heaven and earth.
This one's got your name on it!
Ash to ash. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
Illumination's ready.
Mega Ray! Holy Land!
You're mine! Flame inside me! Yours!
Chain between heaven and earth.
My turn!
A wailing Banshee of lightning. Reload! Begin the wind.
Take this!
This one's mine!
Take it! Sword Rain out!
There you go. Double up.
Here I come!
Take this.
Double demon fang!
Glacial spear. Get on in there with us.
Bending you apart.
It's over!
Freeze
A new melody.
Here I come!
Thundering flame.
You're finished!
Begin.
I'm out of ammo. Holy Land.
Sword Rain
Chain
Alpha!
between heaven and earth. Here. A wailing
Here I come!
Rending you
Double
apart.
demon fang! Sword Rain Alpha!
I'm ready. Blow them away.
My turn!
Illumination start.
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Falcon! Lunar Rondo!
Holy Land. Hear me.
It's gonna devastate this one! All right! Eat dirt!
Elusive deity.
Double demon fang! Sword Rain Alpha!
Confiscated.
Here I go!
Lightning
The
thrust!
fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Take this! You're finished!
One more
Freezing storm, save you!
Blow escape! Sword Rain!
tornado.
Lunar Rondo!
Chain between heaven and earth. A wailing
Resonate with the earth.
Double demon fang! I'm not done! Dragonfly thrust!
Lightning orb. Freezing storm.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Harsh malevolence. Update tornado.
I'll face you.
Do it. Freeze. Astral energy.
Say no more!
Gravitas field.
Strike! The flame inside me! Yours to be let free!
Gemini Aqua.
I'm not done! Ignite! You're mine!
Take this.
Magic
No
Wave.
escape!
Field. Take this. Never miss.
You're mine!
Got it.
You're finished!
Now our chance.
To stop you dying?
Sleep now.
Here I come!
Elusive deity.
Double demon fang!
I'll smash you.
You're finished!
Impressive.
High praise coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Here goes.
Take this! Sword Rain Alpha!
The enemy is going all out.
Here comes the big one!
Dance in the wind.
Not today!
Air thrust.
You're mine!
Between heaven and earth.
You're mine!
Banshee of lightning.
Sword Rain Alpha! Double demon fang! Lightning thrust!
And again. Back into the fray.
Take this.
Lightning the red.
No escape! Start
One
up!
more time. Go.
You're mine!
I'll face you. Can't get out of this.
Fury.
Take
Chain
this!
between heaven and earth.
You're finished!
In the sky,
Resonate
a
with the
rolling Banshee of lightning. This one's mine.
I'm ready.
Shield. Astral energy. Full throttle.
And dead bird.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Very good. go turn the quest in, and we will take a quick break, and then we'll pick back up.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Are those twisters finally gone now?
Yeah.
Yep, they're all gone now. Those tornadoes were no match for me.
How?
Well, I'll be. Just what sort of magic did you use on those things?
Huh?
Actually, it was a team effort with Shion right here, right? Yeah. I know how to fire a gun, so... So what were you doing while she fired, young lady? Well, I was cheering her on, giving her orders, and, giving her food.
Hey!
I'm not a dog, Rinwell. The point is, there are no more Zoogles for you to worry about. Anyway, see you later. You're leaving already? You're a little twister yourself, young lady, full of energy and gone in a flash. All right. Like I said, with that, we will take a quick pause. Video went a little long. Sorry about that. And we will pick up where we left off. So as always, thanks for watching.